Have you ever felt like a small act of kindness couldn't possibly change your life? Well, let me tell you about Leo, a 10-year-old boy from a quiet, forgotten corner of town, whose world was about to be turned upside down by a single sparkling object. Leo wasn't looking for treasure. He was just trying to get home before the streetlights flickered on, his worn-out backpack slung over one shoulder. That's when he saw it. It was nestled in the tall grass by the curb, winking in the late afternoon sun. A ring, but not just any ring. This one was magnificent, with a diamond so clear it seemed to hold a piece of the sky. It felt heavy in his palm, heavy with a story he couldn't possibly know. His heart hammered against his ribs. He thought about his mom, working 2 jobs just to keep their small apartment. This ring ... this could change everything. It could mean new shoes, a full fridge, maybe even a break for his mom. The thought was intoxicating, a sweet, dangerous whisper in his ear. He slipped the ring into his pocket, the metal cool against his skin. All the way home, his mind was a battlefield. One voice, the voice of desperation, urged him to sell it. No one will ever know, it said. You deserve this. But another voice, quieter but steadier, reminded him of his mom's words. Integrity, Leo, is what you do when no one is watching. He imagined the person who lost it. The panic, the heartbreak. He saw a hand now bare, that once wore this beautiful thing. The ring wasn't just a piece of jewelry. It was a piece of someone's life. By the time he reached his front door, the battle was over. The quiet voice had won. He took a deep breath and walked inside, finding his mom in the kitchen, looking tired but smiling when she saw him. He opened his palm and showed her the ring. Her eyes widened, first in shock, then in understanding. She didn't ask what he was thinking. She already knew. She simply pulled him into a hug and said, I'm so proud of you. Leo, we'll do the right thing. The next day, they went to the police station. The officer behind the desk seemed surprised, taking the ring and jotting down their details with a nod of respect. As they left, Leo felt a weight lift from his shoulders, replaced by a quiet sense of peace. Weeks turned into a month. The ring faded from his mind, replaced by homework, chores, and the everyday rhythm of life. He'd almost forgotten about it entirely. Then, one Saturday morning, a letter arrived. It wasn't a bill or junk mail. The envelope was thick, creamy, and sealed with a wax crest he'd only seen in movies. His mom opened it with trembling hands. It was an invitation. An invitation from a Baroness Amelia von Croft, thanking Leo for returning her family heirloom and inviting him and his mother to her estate for the weekend. The address wasn't a house. It was a castle on a hill overlooking the entire region. The drive there felt like a dream. They passed through towering iron gates, and there was a real-life castle with turrets and sprawling gardens. A butler greeted them at the door, and inside they met Baroness von Croft. She was an elegant, elderly woman with kind eyes that sparkled almost as much as the ring, which was now back on her finger. Young man, she said, her voice warm, you have no idea what this ring means to me. It was my husband's last gift before he passed away. You returned a part of my heart. Leo, usually shy, found himself talking with the Baroness for hours. He told her about his dreams of becoming an architect, of building beautiful things. She listened intently, a gentle smile on her face. That evening, at a grand dinner, the Baroness made an announcement. She was so moved by Leo's honesty that she wanted to do something for him. She wasn't just giving him a reward. She was offering him an opportunity. She announced the creation of the Von Croft Scholarship, a fund to support a promising student's education all the way through university. And its very first recipient, she declared, would be Leo. Tears welled up in his mom's eyes. Leo was speechless. It wasn't about money. It was about a future he had only dared to dream of. The Baroness looked at him and said, Your integrity, Leo, has built a foundation stronger than any stone. It has opened a door that wealth never could. Standing on the castle balcony, looking out at the world, Leo understood. The ring could have bought him temporary relief, But his choice, his integrity, had given him something priceless, a chance to build his own future. A future earned not by what he found, but by who he chose to be. It was a lesson he would carry with him for the rest of his life. That one small act of honesty didn't just return a lost ring. It changed the course of a boy's life, proving that the greatest treasures we possess are the kindness and integrity we hold within our hearts. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more inspiring stories. We'll see you in the next one.